Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, where we are going through the most obnoxious amount of side quests we've ever had to do.
We can start there.
So we're supposed to be looking for these like snow daisies or whatever. Oh, there they are. I think that's them actually. I feel like we've barely fought anything at all in the last part. There's just so much like talking now all of a sudden. Like an obnoxious amount of side quests that are being thrown at us that it's just unfun. And I'm only doing these for the trophies, to be honest.
What do you see, boy? Let's hope this is the last one. Only one way to find out. Kill!
There we go.
That was harder than I expected. But Founder, it was worth it. They're beautiful. Do you think Jill will like them?
Oh, I'm sure.
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
Or just automatically coming back here.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
We'll do that in a bit. I want to go and try to keep clearing these out here. We're going to travel back here and deal with this quest. We'll come back to the hideaway when we get the rest of the things we need to do that require us to return back to the hideaway.
So you are content to abandon
This lady.
Please, I beseech you.
Sabine Wren.
If you are a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep? One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Okay.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Alright, laser time. There we go.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me. Are you all right?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure. You head back to Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
God damn it.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people. Please,
Let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this.
Food fight!
Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore. You may have filled my
Wow.
daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who
Jesus.
branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caer Norvent and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
Whore, yes. And we'd follow her
Oh,
to the
yes.
gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise. What about you?
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you, both of you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Okay, well. Out we go. Yeah, definitely think I'm narrowing down like what songs I'm gonna end up keeping when I get the soundtrack for this game, because this is one of them as well. And it's now gone.
This is more like it. Come on then. Test me. Kill! This one.
Laser time. I like dodged right into that for some reason.
Is it over?
No.
No. It's only just begun. Nice try. Kill! All yours, Torgal.
There we go. Easy peasy.
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Well, at least we're kind of warping back. Well, we held up our end.
Clive, it's good to see you.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right. And I was wrong. About everything.
Of course you were.
I had thought that the
Idiot.
only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them. By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again. As did you, Sabine. His Radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, Your Ladyship, I do not doubt that you came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed.
Well, at least everybody's getting
These
along
dark
now.
Times, I
It only
see
took a bunch of Akashic
it is
and,
not men like
you know,
me who should lead the
a little
realm.
bit of screaming and yelling, but,
Women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her.
I mean,
when
you
I
were
had the
calling her a
chance.
slut and a whore
Forgive me for
about
saying
10
so,
minutes
lady,
ago, but...
but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together.
We just
And
have
that
to
goes for
work
you,
together.
too. You're one of us now.
One of you.
One of us.
Said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
Yeah, we're just going to talk to her and then the quest will end. So,
There's no need to worry anymore.
could have just talked to her in that sequence there.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
For you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the crystalline domain.
Oh, great. Here we go. Another fucking story.
Courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it
You were
was
Carla
only
then?
they
What the
who
fuck?
could afford my time.
How many names you got, lady?
Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief. Shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home. And what of you? Can we count on your support too?
Well, I mean, what do you think I've been doing? I've been doing shit for everybody. What do you mean, can we count on your support? I don't know. Considering that I've been the only person supporting everybody this entire fucking time. You know? So, ooh, we got some orichalcum. Nice. That means we can get the Veil signboard. How many more fucking signboards are there? I feel like I got them all. How many more signboards are there? There's an achievement for the signboards in here somewhere. We have one more area to visit on the maps. You obtain all curiosities. Clear the hunt board. We have 5. Okay. Oops. Okay, so where do we want to travel? Oh, Duty Undying. I think this is probably the 6th signboard, right? I guess we might as well travel there, right? Let's travel to this. It's I think that, like, the Duty Undying 2, I think that's also another signboard, right? These are all quests related to the signboards. So once we complete this...
No holding back.
Sorry, I don't have time to deal with any of you right now.
This must be Mickelberg.
Yeah, Nickelback. So we found the store earlier. Oh shit, it's a whole ass town.
These people aren't turned.
No, they're not.
And the village seems safe enough at least.
Hey! There's the last area in the world. I was wondering what it was going to be.
Ah, did you too heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their shoals upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves.
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Alright, this is getting weird.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me. But did another foreigner, like me, come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Storm? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him. They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair is still alive.
This is kind of a cool town. Kind of isolated in these just like mountains and all this like these old walls. It's pretty cool. Hello.
Excuse me. Are you with the Undying?
I am. And so it would appear, are you? Lord Rosfield, if I am not mistaken.
That's right.
That's me.
And you must be the third chair.
Yeah. That's what he was called, the third chair.
Cyril was worried for your safety.
The second table, the third chair, and the fourth basket, all
trouble the bearer of the burning
intertwined
quill,
for
much
one
less
kitchen.
You, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for that?
Oh, the fifth rug. I forgot about him as well.
The followers of this new
he goes
faith,
underneath the second table.
But the more I learned of them, the more my own faith began to falter. You have seen them at their prayers, have you not?
Listen, I've been dealing with these religious weirdos.
They devote themselves
with
to
Barnabas.
the veneration of their Lord
Right.
with a fervor I have never seen before. Praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills and reborn in their Saviour's light. Not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that they might continue to serve him. Serve him with all of their beings. I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of my Lord and Master, but this... it is different. It is more. And so I would see it through to the end. See these people safe, that they might achieve their dream. That they might do their duty to their Lord. Even if it should keep me from doing my duty to mine.
You do understand what their dream is, don't you?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become Akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but to these people, that is the very essence of salvation. Forgive me, my lord, but I must remain here. If you are to return to Master Cyril, I would consider it a great...
I'm sorry? Did the thing they were standing on was an elevator, was it not?
Yeah.
That's what I was kind of thinking. I was like noticing it. I was like, it was like an elevator. Did they all just like plummet on a big old pad? Oh well. Oh no, there's a bunch of Akashic shit now. All the aether has come flooding. What happened? What changed in the last 2 seconds?
Oh no. There must be something I can do.
Uh-oh.
Echoes as well. Found her.
Alright. I got this.
Come on. Over here.
Die, fiends. Later.
What now?
See, I told you. It was an elevator. Something's coming back up on that elevator, though. It's probably a big boy. Yep. Alright, bitch.
We meet again. I've killed your kind before.
Titus. Oh, laser him right in the dick, too? You're gonna get a level 4 Mega Flare, sir. It's happening. Oh, he's done for. Oh. Well, I guess he wasn't done for. Oh, never mind. He was. The little spheres of light got him. Fallen iron. Nice. Uh-oh. Oh, one dude with the lightsaber, huh?
Damn it.
Oh no, the third chair! Not the chair!
Don't you die. Come on.
Oh, he's dead. He's already dead. Oh, he's still alive, surprisingly.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation.
They prayed, and then they were just, and then, see, look, they're still praying.
To the service of their Lord.
And monsters were sent against them.
Just as I did, when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in, a duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become a Kashyyyk in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Sure.
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
And they're all just turning into zombies. Bleh. Yep. Where'd it go? The Akashic zombies. Wandering out from the town of Nickelback. Bye. Well, he did a good deed. Sometime later.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
Yeah, well, while I'm here, I guess.
My Lord Marquis, welcome back. I am glad to see you hale and whole.
I met with your third chair, Cyril. He bade me deliver his findings to you.
The Mickelberg report. That sounds like a government document that nobody should be allowed to read. It's in the Mickelberg report.
Thank you,
Sorry?
my lord.
There's some dark secrets in there.
He remained in Ash?
He's
dead.
Protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Well, I mean, I guess they got what they wanted, right?
Defending liberty. A hero.
Technically.
For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Of course, the lighting is going to get all fucked up now that we're back here. As it does.
Where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is
the kids are guarding.
Expression of one's
We're the
faith.
guard kids.
It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them. We protect them. And yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them.
He died for my creed. With Hans Shadow.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will. The ultimate expression of it.
All right. I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They
Jim
died saving
Bim.
My house.
His name is Jim Bim.
It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of
June
course.
Cook. It's just June Cook.
I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Well, you're welcome. This is the last signboard. There it is. Clay Hearth. And some more Calcum too? Brother, we are very close to getting all of our gear. I think we're actually there, to be honest. Hey, and they opened up my mind. All right, so we've got that. Now we need to head back to Ash again. Yeah, we might as well do this. Ravenwit or Ravenwit, I think. Walls.
Come on. Faster! Doris is waiting for me near Balmung Dark. The longer she's out in the open, the more likely she is to be found by a Kashik. I need to hurry.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
That'll do, girl.
All right.
There were no guards, I take it.
None manning the gates, no. It's a different story inside, though. The corridors are crawling with Akashic. Most likely guards left behind when the wardens ran. If Chadwick was being held here, I worry that he may already be.
Don't give up hope just yet, but let's move quickly. Let me check the ground floor. The ether stick is there.
Then I'll search the upper level. Good luck, Sid. Stay safe.
Just how bad?
Alright.
Floods inside the walls. Bad enough to turn a bearer. I hope not. We're risking a lot just being here. Better keep my eyes open for signs of life.
Here we are. The Kingdom of Alud hereby designates this facility a prison for the detainment of bearers, both foreign and domestic. The purpose of this facility is to rear and train a Kuza beast for deployment in the field. The aforementioned purpose is a matter of strictest secrecy, and any mention, therefore, of is to be punishable by death. Captive bearers have been provided solely for the pursuit of the aforementioned purpose. Express permission is required for use of bearers in any other capacity.
So this place was no ordinary prison. And I doubt they'll have taken the creature with them when they fled.
So there's gonna be a monster. Okay. Peace, bitch. The Kuza has long been recognized as an especially aggressive species. As being the case, it was hoped that successful deployment on the battlefield might be a means of inflicting heavy casualties on the enemy. In exercises conducted thus far, however, the beast has proven incapable of distinguishing between allied and enemy combatants. As such, deployment alongside regular troops is not recommended. It is proposed instead that bearer captives be employed in order to draw enemy focus, and the beast then driven into the fray in order to achieve maximum benefit without minimal loss of Waluder lives. They just use them as prey.
Lives. And what happens when they run out of bearers? Even
Well,
the
then.
Imperials take better care of their branded than that.
Note on the floor. Recent supply shortages left us with insufficient resources to feed the Kuza entrusted to our care. Fortunately, the creature was observed to kill and consume the bears assigned to fight beside it in a mock battle conducted as part of its training. The beast was further observed to enter a state of viable contentment upon feeding in this way, suggesting that live bears may even be its preferred source of sustenance. While this behavior is unexpected, it is not unwelcome. Bearers no longer of use for training purposes can now be repurposed as required.
They were feeding bearers to it. This is even worse than I'd feared. Nothing but Akashic down here. Hopefully things are looking better upstairs. I should go and see how Doris is getting on.
Just cancel that.
No lock downstairs. But I did find out that this place was more than just a prison. Something far more sinister was happening here.
I know. I've been reading some of these documents, and it can't be true, can it? Bearers die every day in service of their masters, but this is so much worse. Pitting bearers against a wild beast armed with nothing but their wits? And all in order to bring about more death.
Well, can we find this?
Not just those who could fight,
beast?
but the elderly, children even, and those who wouldn't or couldn't were disposed of. Whatever that means.
I'm afraid it means they were fed to the monstrosity they kept here.
Then we're too late. And I was a fool to bring you here.
Don't say that. Did you find anything else?
A key. But it doesn't fit any of the locks on this floor.
Perhaps it will fit one of the doors downstairs. There's a corridor I haven't searched yet. Finish up here, then come and find me when you're ready.
All right. I'll be there in a moment.
Jail spelled with the G-A-O-L. Jail. There was a little bit more back here. He's in the air, he can't do nothing.
Get him.
Alright, so I'll head back downstairs now. How do I get there? Here? Is it here? Yeah, okay.
Let's see what we can find down here.
You lose one jailer's key. Okay, we have a chest. Some amber in it.
Survivor. And she sounds close.
Hi.
Who are you?
There's no need to be afraid. Are you alone? Are there any other survivors?
Some of the guards. They're still here. But something's wrong with them. Everyone else was eaten by the monster.
Of course there were.
Thank the Founder.
It was worth our coming.
What if she was like, Chadwick?
I'd rather we didn't linger. Are you ready?
Like, what? Hold
Ready
on.
when you are. You poor thing. He must have been terrified.
Did Chadwick send you?
Oh shit, speaking of Chadwick.
He fought the monster. Distracted it so I could run away. He must have sent you. He promised to free the others too. Where is he? He opened your cell, didn't he? He wouldn't be here otherwise.
Chadwick.
Oh,
was that?
Boy.
Monster's back! Chadwick, help!
We have to get out of here.
Doris, keep the girl safe.
All right. You put that bearer-eating bastard in the ground.
Will do.
It's out there
Oh
waiting
shit,
for
look at
me.
it.
I can't let it live. Not if it's got a taste for bearers.
Oh, is this one of those meteor throwing motherfuckers? Oh boy. Who's a beast? Oh, it's a beast hunt too.
The beast will wreak havoc if it ever leaves the prison. I can't let that happen.
Ow. Oh shit. You done, bitch. Behemoth Shackle.
Finally.
Sid, are you hurt?
No, I'm good.
I'm fine. I think.
No.
What is it?
A diary. I gave it to Chadwick before we went our separate ways. He was here. Do you think that creature?
More than likely.
I'm sure he fought bravely to the last. The girl is safe thanks to him.
Chadwick. You fool.
Come on. We have to get her back to the hideaway. We don't want his sacrifice to have been in vain.
No. Of course not. I'll see that she's looked after from now on. It's the least I can do.
Sometime later.
From what I hear, you've barely left the girl's side in days. I hope she's recovering from her ordeal.
She is. Slowly but surely. She's far tougher than she looks. I thank the flames we found her. If we hadn't...
I know. But we did. I'm sorry we weren't able to save Chadwick.
There's no need to apologize. Without your help, I would never have found out what happened to him. How he fought to the bitter end to save her. To save Haida Marie. That's the man I remember. The man I thought of as a brother.
I wish I could have met him. I'd like to hear more about your past.
No.
If you don't mind, that is.
Oh, come on. Why? Alright, I'm tuning out again.
Master. She trained Chadwick and I to do two things. Kill and obey. We were supposed to be sold to the highest bidder when the time came. But no bid was ever high enough to convince her to part with us. For years we were her daggers in the shadows. But we could never quite shake our doubts about the things she made us do. And then, one day, we just couldn't do them anymore. So we escaped. But staying together was out of the question. They would have found us too easily. After so many years of training, the pull to serve was always strong. It scared me to think he might have taken another master, become a dagger in someone else's hand.
But even in captivity, the battles he fought were his own. And he died not as someone's tool, but as a hero.
Hyde Marie is proof of that. Bearers can cast off their shackles. And the Cursebreakers will show them how. I'll fight until my dying breath to see it done. For Chadwick, and for all of us.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be counting on you.
Oh, thank God, it's finally over. I just get so uninterested in that shit. Like, I just spent all this time doing this shit, and now I gotta listen to you talk about your past some more? Like, I don't really give a fuck. I gotta speak with Jill, that's right. Oh, and we have monsters. Right? Hey, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31. It's not all of them. Alright, so we also have the Masterless Marauder. The Waluder army captured such beasts and tried to train them to serve, but this particular specimen's training has long since ceased. Whether its captors turned a Kashyyyk with the rest of their comrades or were eaten by their pet when it broke free from its bonds, we shall never know. All we do know is that there's none left alive who know the words to put an end to its rampage. Only a show of force will suffice. So I gotta get my camera. And again, I'm gonna have to look up where this one is. The Grim Reaper. There's a saying among the Imperial soldiers of the Northreach garrison, steer clear of the drowned tower, lest the specter's sickle reap you root. They speak in typically uncouth terms of the thrall that dwells within the Aether Flood, one whose frightful aspect and command over lesser minions would appear to mark him as a high-ranking member of his species. Sam Burkett. We just killed the Kuza Beast. Monster born in the Balmung Dark, quite possibly the deadliest beast known to man. Cid, we beg you to slay it, not only that the world might be a safer place, that the bearers who lost their lives to that vile creature might at last be avenged. Forgive our presumption, but knowing what we do of it, we doubt any but you could emerge from the cage alive. And then the Knight of the Splendid Heart. Most pilgrims to the holy capital of Oriflamme pass through the Penance Gate on the road from the Royal Meadows. Of late, however, a knight in shining armor has elected to station himself beside this entrance, accusing any and all passers-by of being Cid the Outlaw, the one who led Prince Dion down the path of destruction, and challenging them to the duel to the death. Alright. So, well, I guess while we're here, we can go talk to Jill. I have some letters to read, too. And we can look at our things on the wall. Oh, we can also make these now.
Trouble with your gear, or something for you, dear?
Alright, so we still need the dark steel. We can do Ouroboros now.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Also do Sons of Ouroboros.
No scratches, right?
Right.
Anything else?
First the skies, then the crystal.
Treasure hunt. What? You didn't think I was just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know, I've already fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're going to go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business. with that ready god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case I could bury one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. Mid. The Tri-Unity. Bringing together 3 men from differing backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did for a better Valistia. The Tri-Unity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all, and that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved the road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Your loving uncle. Hideaway welcome. Etta seems fond of the silver bow we gave her, so much so she's been taking to setting it atop her belly as she rests. To hear her tell it, the rascal kicks something fierce when she does too. Sounds like we've got another fighter on our hands, and none too soon. I can hardly wait to teach our little newest curse breaker everything I know. Though I suppose we can all celebrate first. No need to get ahead of ourselves now. Gav. That which conquers all. Here, not long removed from the when last you placed yourself between us and peril, I sit and pen yet another letter in which I try and find the words to somehow express the gratitude of an entire town. Still, something feels different about our latest triumph. Where in the past we leaned ever so heavily upon your good graces, this time we found strength elsewhere, in ourselves. Our hardship has shown us that which should have been apparent all along. We are not as different as we want to believe. Does a peasant love his homeland any less than a noble? Does a bearer love his family any less than another man does his own? It is this love that has united us and given us true strength. Should every thrall, Akashic, bandit, and brigand in the realm come charging at our gates, we will not fret, we will not falter, we will fight, and we will win. Isabel. A note of thanks. My Lord Marquise, I write to thank you for the kind consideration you have shown for those whose names are written within the pages of the Book of Martyrs. I know that it would move them deeply to know that the first shield of the Phoenix laments their passing. Though each and every member of our order stands ready to sacrifice their lives in the service of the Phoenix, I do not doubt that those who are taken before their time go with regret for the long years of duty left undone. That they should live on in the memory of a proud son of House Rossfield, since yourself shall surely go some way to soothing their sorrows. May the Phoenix flames burn ever in your heart, Cyril. Alright, then we got more stuff here. So we have the Veil signboard. Briar's Kiss signboard. Clay Hearth signboard. The Rusted Battle Helm. Model airship. The Tri-Unity Accord. Box. So there's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Winter's Mead. Very nice. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. So and then the charred sparring sword. So we need 2, 4, 5 more. Alright, so let's talk to Jill.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
I think we'll probably get another curiosity from this.
And where might this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
There are so many. This is what you wanted to show me. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or try to.
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern scolding from your mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted. I was nothing to them. A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
I didn't know.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
Torgal's taking a nap.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
Don't know. Not here, though. I think I've outgrown the twins. After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
This is a great piano track.
I never was much good.
It fits the scene very well too.
But it'll have to do.
It's very it's almost very Studio Ghibli-esque.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything. It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
Aww. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's going to necessarily end the way you want it to be honest. But we'll see. I've had the feeling for a long time that I just don't think that Clive is going to live
We
through
should probably be getting back.
what we're going to be up
where we
against at the end.
You're right. There's still much to do.
And we'll do it together.
Because you have to remember that he's taken all this power from all these other people, and I think he's going to have to use all of his power to get rid of Ultima, and it's going to maybe perhaps, oh, Shiva's Kiss. It's an accessory. Reduces Diamond Dust cooldown. And the Snow Daisy Garland. So we're not actually going to be able to get every curiosity. I'm not getting... This is the curiosity achievement is like the one achievement that I'm really pissed that I'm not going to get. Oh. That I'm not going to be able to get, and it's because of these right here. So there are 7 of these chronolith trials, and let it be noted that I have done, I think, of the 7, I've done like 4 of them, but one of them, and I'll give you a fucking guess on which one. So of the trials, I've done 4 of them. I did the Phoenix one, I did the Ramoon one, I did the one for Bahamut, and then I did the one for Titan. The 2 that I haven't done yet because I hadn't found them were these 2, but the one that I can't do is this one. So for Garuda, I tried doing the chronolith trial for Garuda multiple times off camera. I tried multiple times to do the Garuda one, and it's just fucking impossible. Like, I don't understand why I can't do it, but it sucks. So, yeah. Alright, well, we have a fight over here at the Penitent's Gate for the Knight of the Splendid Heart, so we might as well do that while we're here.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, damn it. It's just, I'm not going to be able to do all 7, even if I was to do, I don't even have the faith that I would be able to do Odin's, because the Odin powers I really don't like. And I'd be able to do the Ice one. Oh no, we did the Ice one, I think. So I think I've done 5 of the 7. I can't remember. I've done pretty much all of them except for Odin and Garuda, I believe. There might be one other. It might be the Ice one. I can't remember. But regardless, the point being that I have not been able to do the Garuda one, no matter how hard I tried. I haven't been able to do it, and I am really trying not to just break controllers over it, so... Because there is a curiosity that you get for completing all 7, which is kind of fucking stupid, but, you know. So, I'm gonna be short by, like, I think, like, 3 achievements short of Platinum at the end of this, I believe. Ah, there's the man himself. Hello, sir. You looking for me? Well, Jill's with us, so...
You're the outlaw! The one who drove His Highness to madness! On your knees!
He hasn't heard. And it doesn't look like he's willing to listen.
Your death yourself!
I have a laser, man. I'm doing this so I can hit him with the laser while I'm... Bye. Long live the king? Is that what you're gonna say? And that's another level up. 48. I don't think we're gonna be able to hit 50 before the end.
Damn it. Dion would have been glad to have you back at his side.
Alright, the Grim Reaper. This was also in San Briquet. It's Cape Oriole or whatever the fuck. We were all the way over there already. Alright, well now we're gonna have to go all the way back.
Good girl. Faster.
But yeah, it's unfortunate. It's called the Circle of Malus. And it's like the one, because like, I looked at like a guide for like the names of all of the ones that I still had yet to get, and I saw the Circle of Malus, and it was like, you need to complete all 7 of the trials. And I'm sure that if I sat and beat my head at the wall for it, I might be able to do it, but I don't know about the Odin one. The other one, like the Odin one, I feel like is the one that I probably wouldn't be able to do besides those two.
Enough of you, are there?
But yeah, it's just annoying. I mean, you know, the trials for the ones that I like are fun, but the trials for the ones I don't like are not fun. Is that the creature over there? Is that him? Or it, or whatever the hell? Oh no, this is the other... Yeah, this is the chronolith for... Yeah, this is the one for... Odin, I believe, right? Wait. Hold the fuck on. The... Where the hell is it?
This won't be easy.
think it's a little further down, actually.
Ready, go? Yeah.
Oh, it's right here. Here he is.
You deserve a rest.
This is the Grim Reaper. Prince of Death. Look at that scythe. You're gonna get the level 4 Mega Floor, bet.
Nice try. Fire and flame. All yours, this one.
See ya! Oh, there's our Dark Steel.
I'm getting tired of these things.
Alright, so now... if we travel back here... We actually have... one of the other monster that we're supposed to be looking for is actually right here. The Behemoth King, rank S.
Another of the Royalist guard dogs. Quite a specimen of these two. Who's that?
Getting the level 4, bitch. Woo-wee. I don't know why I did that. Laser again. Ooh, he...
Nice try.
Buddy, you're gonna get the level 4 again. You're done! 20,000 XP, too. Another Behemoth Shackle and another Orchalcum.
No match for you, eh, Torgal?
Alright, so we have Inconvenient Truth over here.
Come on.
We have one more monster. I don't know how we're supposed to get him, but maybe if we complete one of these quests. Alright. So, make for Garnick. We haven't been here. We came here earlier, but we didn't like really explore this place.
The entire village looks abandoned. Now, which house would a bookworm live in?
I don't know, but it's pointing me up to here. We're still looking for this book. Alright, well. Complete Botany of Banes? No, that's not it. The Moogle. Folklorist Fabulary.
His interests were certainly varied.
From a Distance. Chapter 16. Fall the Bears.
This is it.
There it is.
But if what it says is true...
Training
I
report?
need to get this back to the hideaway.
Alright, leave Garnick. Or not.
Leaving so soon, stranger. We've been watching you from a distance.
Oh, you're part of the group of assholes.
I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book.
No.
Leave it in our care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Then I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Bro, don't threaten me with a good time, okay? Really? This is all you brought?
Let's see, shall we?
This is your list of dudes that are gonna take me on? Oh, apparently Joshua just showed up out of nowhere. I didn't even know that he was here. Well. Yeah, so much for prying out of my dead hands, huh?
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind. It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you.
Blah, blah, blah.
There is no correct interpretation of history.
Then technically I was
right.
right.
A series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief. If enough people believe that a set of events occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now. The world is small. We shall meet again. Until then.
Wait. Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about.
Alright, well, now we can go over to,
Good girl.
Bad Batch. Bad Batch. Over here.
All right.
Trying to remember where this entrance was around here. There's like spiders in here and shit. There we go. Come on.
Back to the stables, girl.
I'll walk anyway.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry is still here.
Alright, registry. Conditioning schedule? No.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture.
What? Hold on. Okay, yeah, never mind. I was like, what do you mean? It's like a list of chores. No, it's not. Writ of incorporation. Dang.
Disposed of. Herman wasn't exaggerating. It's a wonder he survived this place.
Recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the brutal training I subjected them to. I had not so much as thought of her since handing her over to the authorities as a babe. When inquiries with the military confirmed it was her, I had been torturing my own flesh and blood, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the children smiled at me in the hope of receiving a few scraps from my table. It was her smile, the smile she inherited from her mother, the mother I killed for giving birth to a bearer. Their ghosts have all come back to haunt me. My daughters, my wife's, all of them. All those children, so many died at my hand. I can't bear the guilt any longer. And so I've decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches. The last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb and enter my accursed corpse beneath the white tree whose crooked hands reach to the sky in supplication. And beside me, my shame, my curse, the record of all their names, all those I have wronged. So the registry is with
like
his
a
body?
Note. Did the director go through with his plan? There's only one way to find out.
All these kids and shit were tortured. I said beneath the tree.
A forked white tree. This must be the place. Could he really be buried here? There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Hans, 10 years old, lithification. Alfred, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Franz, 12 years old, lithification. Paulina, 10 years old, emaciation. Bruno, 11 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. Johanna, 12 years old, disciplined for attempted flight. Reynard, 9 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Marta, 10 years old, succumbed to conditioning. Lothar, 12 years old, lithification. Dietrich, 11 years old, emaciation.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. Where is the architect of all
Dude,
this
well, loot sucks. Uh-oh. It's the Call of Duty zombies are back!
Matter of time, I suppose.
Bring me their souls!
This place is cursed. Let's try.
Get fucked, big gun man.
You're finished.
Oh, there we are.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Alright. So... back to the hideaway. First thing we'll do is we'll take this book back to Vivian.
Vivian. I found it. The book you lost.
From a distance.
You found it. Thank you, Clive. Even though I asked this of you, I was not entirely sure it would be possible. I feared the executors had seized every copy.
I met with one of these executors, and I convinced him to let me keep it. He told me something. That the truth is just a matter of collective belief. And that if enough people believe a lie, that lie becomes the truth.
It does. But it also means that the truth is not immutable. That it can be changed. Provided that those who wish to change it can convince enough people that their perspective is the correct one. As the sad history of the bearers proves.
You said that the book inspired you to become a scholar.
It did. Or its author, rather. She was a heretic, you see. A firebrand and a dissenter. A gallows stood ready for her in every corner of the realm. And by shunning society...
They had a gallows for her in every city, just in case.
She stumbled upon a truth so potent that an entire realm trembled at the prospect of its utterance. I, too, have always felt somehow set apart from the world of men. A stranger to my own species. She taught me that my solitude was not a curse, but a gift. And that, though my journey to the truth might be a lonely one, what I found at my destination would be more than worth the cost.
Do you still feel that way? That you're not one of us?
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure anymore. Since coming to the hideaway, I find my thinking somewhat clouded.
Perhaps the result of studying mankind from a rather closer perspective than I had intended. But the more I study, the more I find value in this perspective. In looking not from the outside, but from within. So if you'll permit me, I'd like to continue my work here. Remember, Clive, when enough people believe, belief begets truth. Give the men and women of this benighted world the gift of truth. Make them believe in you, as I do.
I'll try, Vivian. I'll try.
Inconvenient truth. So we're at the scholar's bonnet. Okay, well. Oh, we got a monster from that, it seems. The last one.
How may I help you today, Clive?
We also have this, we have the last roll. Every epic starts with a single word, every symphony a single note. This is but the beginning, and for shall your legend be told, for shall your legacy be sung, to sail forbidden seas and fallen enigma.
You earned this.
Hey! There's all the things available for our patrons.
Come again.
So if you're wondering what I'm talking about with these achievements, talking about all the curiosities. We're going to have all but one, basically, at that point. And then these are, let's clear the hunt board. Oh, and then upgrade all feats and abilities to the maximum. That's definitely not happening.
I have more for you.
So what do we have here? It's the last monster. The Wailing Banshee. Cursebreakers came across this creature while searching for survivors near the abandoned village of Garnick. Misled by the abomination's appearance into thinking she might be a local woman, they went to offer their help, but soon it was they who were seeking salvation. Survivors say they can still hear the screams, both those of the white and those of their fallen comrades. Garnick Walud. Right? Alright, so we're going to go up here. We're going to turn this in. We're going to give Herman the registry.
I hear that you traveled to Ash, Sid. Did you by any chance recover the names of my fallen friends?
I did. Yes.
If I may, the bearer registry. The director was a brutal man. He got no worse than he deserved.
The registry was all I found beneath the tree. There was no sign of a body. Nor any record of what happened to the children after the orphanage closed.
I pray that at least some of them survived. All their names are here. The ones we lost. My friends. My light in those dark times. I can still remember their faces. Like it was yesterday. Children who were taken from their bunks in the morning, never to return. No explanation ever offered.
They'd be happy to know that you survived, Herman.
But why did I make it out alive, when so many others died in that awful place?
It's not your fault. And blaming yourself won't bring them back. Honor their memory. See that their names live on. That way, at least. They're never truly gone.
Thank you. Sid, I'm going to write a book. An account of the horrors of Badbach, and the spirit of those its custodians sought to crush. all of Valisthea will know of our suffering. And in the name of those I lost, I will not let it happen again.
Neither will I.
These records would have been buried for all eternity, were it not for you. Thank you.
Well, we're over 3,000 in the renown, so you actually get more renown than you actually need in the long run.
I suppose it's magic to keep the thing afloat.
What else could it be?
So there's a new mother.
Suspicious character? Alright, well. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's go craft our sword. I think there's also a thing from Tarja.
Clive, I wanted to give you something for the kindness you showed my mentor.
This is another curiosity.
What's this?
A chest of all the medicines you're ever likely to need. Seeing as you're so reluctant to come to the infirmary, I thought you might as well take a part of the infirmary with you.
I'm sure it will be very helpful indeed. And Tarja, try not to work too hard.
And work Rodrigue all the harder, you mean? He's a quick study, but he's got a long way to go yet. I'll take that particular piece of advice when you heed it yourself, thank you very much. Besides, who else is going to see that your brother takes his medicine?
Who indeed?
So we go, we got the medicine chest.
There's something about it.
So now we can craft a sword, finally, after all this time.
What's that for you, dear?
Got a Damarong.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
There we go, half past twilight. That would be that. Alright, so... very nice. It pretty much looks the same. There's just very, like, minor differences. Some coloring and stuff like that. It's pretty much the same sword, though. Oh, you know what we'll do? We'll go and real quick and we'll go take care of that monster before we look at this. All this stuff. Alright, so it is in Waloed. It's up over here. It's in the town that we were just in.
Come on.
Caution, brother.
Oh, we got the full squad. So it's here in the town, I believe.
Back to the stables, girl.
There it is. Give them a look.
Harmon's madness lives on.
Bitch, you're gonna get to level 4. There we go. Boom! Hunter hunted! That's all of them. The Clouded Eye.
Rest in peace.
Alright, so that's all of those. We can go back here. Alright, so Snow Daisy Garland, Scholar's Bonnet, and the Medicine Chest. So we have one more, which I think we're probably going to get from whatever this quest is that we're going to get here. Making amends. The Greatest Gift. It feels like a lifetime ago. It was a lifetime ago. That afternoon on Man's Hill was our very first adventure, but somehow I knew even then that it would not be our last. I will never forget that day, and the simple fact that you have not either fills my heart with a joy so fierce I cannot describe it. Since the moment we first met, you have always been an important part of me. The half that makes me whole. When times are darkest, you are my light. When I am lost, you are my guiding star. You're just what I need. You are all that I need. You are the greatest gift, Jill. Clive, it occurs to me that a single word of thanks does not nearly suffice to express my gratitude for reuniting me with from a distance. The tome made me who I am today, and yet I thought that I should never set eyes upon it again, and those who took it from me had forever robbed me of a part of myself. But now I am whole again, thanks to you. I regret that I can only fill in the gaps in your knowledge and not the holes in your soul, for which reason I shall ever be in your debt, Vivian. Master Clive, I am aware there are matters of much greater import that demand your attention, but should you find yourself a moment, I bid you visit me in the shelves. I might ask a single favor concerning His Highness Prince Dion.
It's usually me making demands of Hippocrates. I wonder what this is about.
Alright, well, let's go talk to him.
Lawsman Hippocrates. I received your note.
Ah, yes. I expect you're wondering what this is all about.
You spoke of making amends with Dion, but I can't imagine what for.
Then I should begin by telling you that I was once his tutor. This was some years ago, of course, before I joined Sid in his hideaway. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly invited to the palace to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the Dragoons, his studies no longer being deemed necessary. I had not expected to meet with him again, least of all here.
Have you spoken with him?
No, I have yet to find the right moment. His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. I would not wish to disturb his ruminations with idle words of greeting, not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the Dominion.
The guilt weighs heavily on him, I know. But as you say, that was Ultima's doing. Surely you can't blame yourself.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him. And I did nothing to ease that burden. He bore it alone, until the day he could not bear it any longer. It is one of my greatest regrets that I only ever offered him my wisdom, when what he truly needed was friendship. The blame for Dion's transgressions lies not only on his shoulders, but on mine.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any way that I can.
Then I beg that you bring me a wild wyvern tail. Apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted inner solace. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found where even the most outlandish opinions align.
Well, it can't hurt to try. Where can I find this flower? And how will I know it?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsher the environment in which they are raised, the deeper the colour. There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait, where the flowers once grew in abundance. Whether they still survive there, I know not. But try as I might, I can find no likelier location.
It's all right.
Okay.
I'll find you a wyvern tail one way or another.
Thank you, Clive. And please, be safe.
Well, we have one more side quest to go, but we're going to have to call it here. So, when we come back for the next part, we will be doing the last side quest. I believe this should probably be the last side quest. I didn't think there was going to be any more, but here we are again. We'll be doing that, and I actually want to put on my song. Where the hell is it? Hell yeah. No. Let's do... Let's do that one. We'll do a Tale to Tell, and then we probably we'll be finishing it up. We'll be finishing the game. So that'll be on Friday. I've done 2 parts today. I'm pretty tired, and I'm starting to not feel too great. So I'm gonna probably go lay down and take a nap. But when we come back next time, we'll get everything out. Everything else is done. We've gotten all of the monsters killed. We've got everything done that we can get done, pretty much. Besides the little trial things or whatever. So, but yeah, we'll be finishing the game up on Friday, and that will be the end of Final Fantasy 16. It's been a long time coming. So, take care, everybody. I will see you on the finale of Final Fantasy 16 next time. Goodbye.